ALAKAZAM released an effect that took the magic world by storm, and now it's back and better than ever.
Hi guys, and welcome to the Alakazam Live back here at the Alakazam studio.
How crisp and colourful that is. Look at that. We look like we're alive, don't we?
Dude,
we finally have got a bit of colour in us. It's unbelievable, isn't it?
Nice bit of lighting does all the difference.
It's done a great job.
Guys, let us know how everything's coming through, the video, the audio especially, because I've set up a new audio system in here, which means we're all wireless, so you shouldn't really get that much of a room echo.
You can control it all from up here.
Yeah, so now we've got everything at the top table. You can't actually see it all from here because I zoomed right in, but we've got everything.
But it's good. It's loads of flashing lights. That's why it's good, isn't it?
Yeah, we love flashing lights.
You've got pulsing green lights there, red lights, blue lights, everything.
Every colour imaginable.
Even orange lights on here you got as well. Guys, when we was looking through the comments as well, we noticed a lot of new people. So welcome along, obviously. Let us know if you are joining us for the first time. If not, then welcome back along, obviously. Just to give a quick update as well, a lot of new people are still picking up Swindle and Zoltar's opener.
Yes. Yeah,
I've noticed that again.
Zoltar's opener hasn't even been officially released.
Has it even got a video on it?
No.
What the hell?
But there is the live performance from the Academy, so I think people are looking at that.
Right.
To get the ideas.
Yeah.
So,
David Hans says looks very professional. Universal Studios had better watch out. Boom.
It feels great. I have got my e-cig here, Roy, and I did see your message earlier about Peter's puffing on his e-cig, so I just quickly checked to make sure we're on.
Yeah, I was thinking, how does he know that?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
How does he know this?
Afternoon, Luke. Luke's joining us, Luke Jonas. Legend.
So guys, before we get started, I just want to say our thoughts are going out to Martin Collins' family. Martin Collins was a good friend of mine personally, Alakazam Magic. Unfortunately passed away a couple of months ago, and today is his funeral or celebration of life. So our sincere condolences and thoughts are with Martin Collins' family.
Absolutely.
He was an amazing bloke if you ever met him.
Great magician.
Really good magician.
Let me... Oh, someone said static on mic.
Oh.
Interesting. That's Richard Lake has dropped that in there. Thank you, Richard. We'll have a look.
Richard, we're going to do a little test because I want to know whose microphone there is static on. So, I am going to speak now. So this is my microphone. So if you can just check that, see if there's any static on that. Or
could be this.
We are now switching to Harry's.
Hang on, that might do the job. Moving it over there, because otherwise it's getting hit by that. Might be.
So speak a bit.
Hello, everybody. Hopefully that sorted it out. He said, right, Richard said you.
Me?
Yeah, but who? Yeah, Pete, your mic is bad, they're saying.
Yeah,
it's because you've got that silly thing on it. What's that? What is that actually called? That's not called a dead cat or something, is it?
Yeah.
That's
well,
no,
the dead cat.
Oh, it's a fluffy one. As well, I will... Oh,
I'm going to put
it's like Spaghetti Junction here with the wires.
Yeah, it really is.
What's the other thing to say?
There, look, it's huge.
Oh, yes, it's not mine. Get in there. You want Harry do it with a wire? Yeah, H-Dog do it.
I did actually speak to Wayne earlier, and I said, how's my mic? He said, it's perfect.
Well, he was probably pulling your leg. Look at that. Lucy passed the driving test yesterday.
I think that deserves a...
Bloody brilliant, that. So good. Would you let us know if he was nervous? I was crapping myself with mine. And I remember when we got back, like I looked out the window and the guy, because it's 15 minors, isn't it, that you're allowed, and he had 17 written down. I was like, and I looked at the guy, I was like, no, but we had taken route 17, and I thought I'd failed, and I was so sad. And then he went, oh, you passed. I was like, what? But yeah, I was so happy with that. Congrats, Lucy. Everyone show a bit of support in the chat. Come on. Ian, yeah, Harry's is fine. Yeah, thank you very much.
Right, that's really...
Oh, as well, we're back in the studio. Get that off.
I can hear it.
Yeah, get that off now. Can they hear that or not?
I'm not sure if they can.
Anyway, we're back in the studio, which means live performances. So we've got a few tricks to show you from a few different people. Yeah. We're joined by a couple of special guests, actually.
We are.
Just lovely. Lucy just said she was petrified, but the examiner was lovely, and only 5 minors. Bloody hell, well done. That is wicked.
That is really good. Was that your first... Oh, you don't have to answer if you don't want to.
Oh, you're putting her on the spot there.
Was that your first attempt? Because I took loads.
Yeah, I think. I mean, a lot of people. I was going to say, I think if you taken it now, you may fail. But I think a lot of people, if they took their test again, would fail. Don't you think?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, you definitely would. 100%. I parallel parked so good the other day. I've never done it before. Lee says it sounds like a mosquito in the studio.
Really?
It's you.
Is it me? I might go and change my mic.
Well, should we introduce a special guest?
All right, earlier.
Should we introduce a special guest?
Yes.
We are here in the cool studio, and first go, Lucy said. Wow.
That's
superb.
Another one of them.
Bloody superb. Right, so should we introduce both at the same time?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Here they are.
Very nice. That's even better. Look at that.
And how are you, Wayne and Jamie? Let's start with Jamie, seeing as Wayne's a regular.
Yeah, I'm very good, thank you. Yeah, not bad. And it is Pete's mic, not Harry's. So Pete's letting down everyone today.
I knew he was.
Not Harry. Yes, it is. It's frequency. It's frequency wave. So every now and again it goes.
I say it's bloody annoying. That's what it is, isn't it? What's that white pillow behind you, Jamie?
That's Casper. I just set up the background, and he decided the one place that he wanted to sleep is right there. He wanted to be on the live. Bless him. It just makes everything fluffy and white, though. That's the annoying thing.
Look at that. Getting some good feedback now. Ian says sound is fine here, but I don't know if that's just because you've turned your mic off.
No, my mic's on.
Oh. Bloody hell.
No, I can still hear it.
Anyway, Jamie, why...
But
Jamie
it went when you turn Pete's mic off, so maybe you should just get rid of Pete and then just Harry on his own.
What the actual hell, man?
Can I just take exception from Aid Gower's comment, please?
What did Gower say?
He put, I thought you said special guests.
That is cheeky. Well,
we are very special, in fairness.
Who's got...
We are very special.
Are you both showing a trick?
Why not?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, wicked. Nice. So 3 effects.
Yeah. Am I still making weird noises?
A little bit.
It
wasn't doing that earlier when we were talking earlier. It wasn't doing it at all. Since you sat down next to Harry.
Yeah. Do you know what I think it is?
Don't try and blame me for this.
No, I think it is because
no, it ain't.
I'm waiting for some new XLR cables to turn up. They should have been here now. They'll be here, no doubt, just after the live finishes. So Harry's on a different mic pack to what he should be.
Right, how am I getting the blame?
I think
for this?
Even though it's my mic that's playing up, I think it's Harry's fault.
There we go. Bloody ridiculous, isn't it?
With his mic.
Unbelievable. Well, anyway, Jamie, you've been putting a lot of stuff out on social media recently, whether that be videos or insights. A lot of it to do with the VIP study. Now that is very exciting.
Yes.
How is that going?
Yes, and both of you are on there. Both of Harry and Pete are on there. Mm-hmm. I've got 2 lovely interviews with both of you.
Yeah.
I have Harry's is growing in magic, and Pete's is the business of magic. So all of Pete's advice on business and the business side of magic and how he sort of started his business, and Harry's is his like journey through magic and sort of how much he's grown in such a short amount of time, because
he's grown about 8 inches.
Yeah, quite tall.
Yeah,
quite tall, mate. But Jamie,
but yeah, that's one of the series.
So what actually is the VIP study then? For people that don't know, what actually is it?
So VIP study is a platform that Pete helped me set up about 3 years ago now. And it started off as something called Digital VIP, which was like it was like a vlog, like a monthly vlog sort of thing, but it would have reviews and interviews and behind the scenes. I got some really cool little behind the scenes clips of ALAKAZAM, which I was watching yesterday, funny enough. They're so funny. And then it sort of grew and grew and grew, and then more people started joining, and now it's turned into something called VIP Study, which is just an enormous thing. We actually did a count a few days ago, and there's already over 24 hours worth of video footage in there.
Wow.
Already. And that's before half of the courses are even finished.
That's unbelievable.
So essentially, the platform is, especially because I've edited the whole bloody thing. So it's I keep thinking of the hours of life that I've put into editing it. So essentially, it's a platform where there are bespoke courses. So that's how the idea started off. And that each course is devoted to a different subject matter. So we have stage magic, we've got scripting, we've got bizarre magic, we've got making props and stuff like that. We've got creativity, and then loads of other people join me. So I've got Drew Backenstoss, Michael Murray, Harry, Pete, Dave. I've got literally tons of different magicians who all put in their own little input as well. And then from that, it ended up growing even more. So now we've got series on there. So we've just started the creator series. So I had Liam Montier with the first creator, and the creators is all about different people who specialize in a certain area of magic giving their advice. So that's why, there's no one better to talk about the business of magic than Pete, who started up the entire of ALAKAZAM, the reason that we're all here right now, in his garage.
That's true, actually. What the hell would people do?
And actually, when we were talking about it, he said it started before they got to the garage. It actually started in a bedroom, I think he said.
Yeah.
And even that interview, I think the interview we did was like an hour and 20 minutes. And there's some really good nuggets of information about how to start business and stuff like that. Oh God, Wayne's gone dirty mind there. And I didn't even get to magic wands, so that was good. And then Harry, he spoke about getting into magic, because I thought there was no one that I know in the entire industry that has done so much, been on one of the biggest TV programs in the world. Even Blackpool Magic Convention was mental. He's done loads of ALAKAZAM lives. He's had to learn so much in such a short space of time. So there's no one better to advise. We've still got Dean Levy coming up. His was a really interesting one. And he was talking about being the Young Magician of the Year and being on television and dealing with stage magic and why he does the things that he does. It's really good. We've got Sarah Stott talking about diversity in magic and what it's like to be a female. That's really interesting. And
a female in magic, not just a girl. What it's like to be a girl.
Female in magic. Yeah. What it's like to be a woman. And that's a really interesting interview, actually. She's great on it. Who else have we got? We've got Dave talking about creativity, and we'll just have loads more, and that series will carry on. Yesterday or the day before, we dropped Magic Malarkey, which is the new game show for magicians. Which
phenomenal,
it's good. Pete and Harry's episode is written. We've just got to film it, and I can't wait to see who wins. The first episode was Alan Rorison and Matt Parrott, and they were great. They were so up for it, and the result was brilliant. So if you're in VIP Study, you can watch the video of it. The actual podcast will be out for everyone for free later on in the year, as soon as the whole series is filmed. So that was really good. And yeah, it's just loads and loads. I've ended up putting up the archive as well. So there's now an archive section of all the old videos. So that's all the old AlakazamMagicUK live stuff that we did backstage is all on there.
And the one thing you haven't mentioned is that you give away loads of free routines.
Yeah, so I think there's up between 30 and 40 new tricks in there, but the problem is they're all in their courses. So I'm having to re-download every episode, go through everything, and then edit the tricks out. So now we've got a tricks section. So they're at the top when you log into your account, there is a tricks bit. You click on that and all of the individual tricks will be on there eventually. But yeah, I think there's about 30 tricks in there. There's a brand new trick which I showed Pete a few days ago, which is going to be exclusive for VIP members, which is a take.
You were saying when we were speaking a couple of weeks ago, you were saying not everything, obviously, but there are some downloads that you're going to be bringing out as a for sale download that you will be giving to the VIPs for free. Now, that's not going to be covering everything you do, obviously, but there are some that you're going to be just giving it to VIP members. So there is just so much in there. And anyone that watches anything that you've ever done, especially with like the TTTs, the Tackling the Terrifying Taboos, we know how much work goes into that. I mean, not last year's, the year before, I believe it was, I know that you and Harry spent 3 days in the studio setting it up, getting things prepped, and you start work on it months in advance. These aren't things that you just throw together. You put so much thought into everything.
It's like a year in the making. Well, it is really, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's the VIP thing. The one thing I haven't asked you is how much is it?
So it is $49.99 for a year. So you get that for the whole year. You get access to everything as well. So
I thought it was like £30 a month.
Well,
or something.
the other thing is,
I know.
So if there's some people who learn better with like writing, every course has got lecture notes as well. So I've typed everything up. So there's like a shorthand lecture notes. If there is a thing that requires artwork, I provide you with all the artwork so you can print it out and make it yourself. There's stuff like you said about TTT. That year, I was asked to do a Fright Night. So the Bazaar course that's on there, I think it's about an hour and a half or 2 hours long, the Bazaar course. And it's got real world footage. So I've filmed all of the stuff in the evening and show you the whole set out and the way it went. I'm working on the restaurant course now, which Wayne will probably feature in some capacity because of his amazing book. And all of the advice he gives in there.
He's got that I Do Weddings book coming out.
That's literally everything you need to know about weddings.
Great, even better. If people haven't got the restaurant one, then that should be a fundamental book you should have in your collection. I think it's a
Weddings isn't out yet.
Book.
Weddings I Do come out now. 1st of September.
I can't believe that price. That is actually phenomenal. And what's good about it as well is that it's very digestible information, because sometimes not an issue that I have, but sometimes with like content things, there's so much stuff, and it's obviously good to have so much stuff, but there's almost too much that you get scared to start tackling it. Do you know what I mean? Whereas it's broken down so well that you can digest it. You're not just bombarded with like 15 hours of a one monotone voice talking you through this. Do you know what I mean? It's exciting and it's fun and it's in sizable chunks that are really easy to handle.
And the one thing that is very apparent is you obviously price that before you got my advice on business.
I definitely did, yeah.
Because it would have been 50 quid a month.
No. Well, when you look at any like a masterclass, I don't know if you've seen the website Masterclass. I signed up for that, and that was like it's $79.99 for one course, and the course is things like 9-10 minutes long, so they're bucks. And even on Udemy, when I was looking at different courses on there, they are like £199 for one course, which is just crazy. But like Harry said, what's nice about VIP is it is in almost like episodes.
Yeah.
So you watch the first one, you do whatever you need, you do the second one. One really funny thing that we did on the first one was I created up an online escape room before the pandemic. So before online escape rooms existed, I did one on the website, and it's a practice in creativity and making you think differently. So even like fun, quirky little things like that. And what's really cool is if you watch the very beginning, or if you go to the archive and you look at the original videos, the amount that we've come on. So when you look at the videos now, you know, we've got all of this new technology, we've got new cameras, we've got new microphones, we've got green screens. There's so much more to it. The editing, the amount of time that I put into editing. If you haven't seen the Magic Monthlies, so I've been putting up Magic Monthlies, which was another idea that Pete gave me, like literally the end of last year, beginning of this year. So he's full of nuggets. That's why you should be watching the business episode of The Creators. So on the thing, you'll see the editing, the amount of work that I put into all of the videos. Editing them just takes a lifetime.
It's so good.
But yeah, if you're into it, there's also fully filmed lectures. So there are like full-length lectures that I do just for them. We do live streams. So every now and again I do a live stream. It was at the end of the courses, but some people couldn't always turn up to them. So I'm going to just do maybe one every 2 months or something like that, so everyone can come along, ask questions. There are forums on there. It's a massive, massive platform now.
So if I'm sitting at home watching this live and thinking, bloody hell, that sounds like a bit of me, where would I go to find and to sign up, and how does it go about? Do I have to make an account somewhere, or? So all of that's brand new. So basically the new website I set up at the end of last year, and the whole website that you're going to see has been designed and built by me. So everything's bespoke. It is done through a website hosting thing, but everything's designed. I basically looked at different video platforms like Netflix and Disney Plus, and I saw how they do their layout websites and tried to make it as approachable. So whilst the website is better on a computer, I'm not going to lie, it does still work on tablet and mobile phone because I've built those websites as well. So you just go to vipstudy.co.uk. Everything's integrated. So as soon as you sign up, it will make your account for you. You can manage your subscription straight away. You go to your account. As soon as you sign in, you get a sign-up bonus. The sign-up bonus is a PDF with 3 professional stage routines. One is called the Rubik's Cube Monty that I open up my stage set with. Can't believe the price.
So you get that straight away as well.
It's brilliant.
And the good thing is you can jump into areas that you're interested in. So say you're a stage magician or you want to get into stage worker, you can go straight to the stage course and work your way through that. And then if you want to learn about Christmas magic, you can go to the Christmas course. There's a really good trick in the Christmas course, which is Scrooge. It's an Ebenezer Scrooge trick. And then you pick a card, and it's basically a reveal on a postcard that you can give your spectators and they can keep, which is a really good giveaway for Christmas as well. So, and the last thing that I say about it is if there is something that you want, then you message me and I'll make it happen. So if there is a certain area of magic that you want, so someone asked me for graphic design last week. Now I do have a section on there for graphic design, but they just want it to go more in depth. So one of the courses that I'm going to do is complete graphic design for magicians. So all the way from marketing materials to if you want to do your own trick. So for example, if you've seen this trick, which is one of the latest ones, this isn't product placement. This is just for me to show. This was all designed by me. So all of the packaging, all of the artwork inside, everything was all done from me at home. So I'll teach you how to make all of that sort of stuff, how to do roller banners, everything.
Nice.
So yeah, it's
not
very, very
just
in-depth.
tricks. There's more than that.
Yeah, it's great. Well, there's a lot of people talking about it. Lee Alex kindly put the link in as well. So hopefully these guys will subscribe, because that's silly money. 50 quid for what's in there now is amazing without worrying about what's to come, you know. That's great. So I just want to say a few hellos, because we got a lot of new people, it looks like, on here as well. I want to say hello to Gary Sumter, the amazing James Samuel. If you haven't followed him on his socials, go do so. He's absolutely smashing it. We've got Walter Gunn. We've got Luke Jonas.
Walter McGurn also, we've got them.
Was it? Oh, it is, yeah. See,
what is it?
You're falling to pieces. He's like a Mr. Potato Head, where his ears and eyes are falling out of his head.
I can't see anything. I'm walking around with a phone in my back pocket, and Harry and Andy all the time are going, your phone's ringing. I can't hear my phone ringing. I'm literally just falling to bits.
You've got to change it on. You've got to change your ringtone to like Dancing in the Moonlight or something a bit cheerful. And then you might catch your ears. Look at that. Roy Smith, being signed up for a month VIP is great, dipping in and out, very easy to digest. And that's the thing, you know, it's not intimidating when you sign up for it in terms of all of the stuff there. Yeah, there's loads, but it is in episodes. You know what I mean? So you can pick and choose and dip in and out. It's like a good book. I think a good magic book is one where you can flick to a page and learn a trick. Yeah. That's if I was to write a book, it would be like that, I think.
Yeah. 100%. Do you want to do a few more shout outs, and then we're going to drop a trailer, then we're going to come back and speak to Wayne, who's been very well behaved.
Yes, he
very well, surprisingly.
And obviously,
I'm thinking.
We're back in the studio, so Jamie, Wayne, and Dads have all got a trick to show you still.
Yeah.
So that's good. So stay tuned for that, guys. So yeah, welcome Roy. Leo Schmetzers is here.
Hey, Leo.
David, Luke, Ian, Alex, Jeff, James, Lee. So hello, everybody. So yeah, I reckon. Should we hit the trailer?
Yeah, do the one. So guys, tonight we will be back here.
Yes.
In the studio as we have a live academy. Now tonight it's Rick Holcomb, who is going to be teaching you what he calls his everyday carry, how you can do 15 minutes of magic with just a few coins from your pocket. Yep. And there are going to be routines for beginners all the way up to intermediate. So it's going to be a course really worth joining us for. Rick is a bit of a legend when it comes to coin magic. And it's still at the early bird price. So if you haven't got your ticket, go sign up. But we will, let's hand it over to
Absolutely,
Rick.
yeah. Also, if you want a bit more information on Rick, after the live, head on YouTube, look up Rick Holcomb, because he's got loads of stuff on YouTube. You'll get an idea of sort of how his persona, you know, he's a great teacher, takes his time, he doesn't gloss over anything, you know, he's always in depth. So yeah, let's check out the trailer.
Hey guys, Rick Holcomb here. I'm excited to be able to invite you to my Alakazam Academy lecture. And I want to thank Peter and Andy for reaching out to me for this opportunity. I consider it a huge privilege. So I've crafted this lecture specifically for Alakazam. Now, if you've ever wanted to get into coin magic, or even if you do some coin magic, but want to take it to the next level, then this lecture is for you. I'll be teaching about a dozen routines and a bunch of moves, different vanishes, everything from beginner to mainly intermediate, but even some advanced stuff. So there's something here for everyone. Now the main concept behind this is something you can carry on you every day, and with this little set of coins, you'd be able to perform about 15 minutes of magic if you wanted. I'm going to show you how I think about magic and how I string routines together to make them make sense as one long piece. But everything's modular, so you could perform just one piece of this routine if you wanted. This is going to be a mini crash course in coin magic all in itself. So keep your eye on Alakazam and stay tuned for further updates.
Oh, hang on a sec.
Oh, hello.
Where the bloody hell have you gone? Look at him.
Over here at the card table.
Run over there like a little mouse. Guys, Rick is really, really good. And yeah, definitely join us tonight. So it's tonight at 7 PM. Just quickly, if you've never been on an academy before, you go onto the website. If you do want to pick up a ticket, grab a ticket, and then in your account, make sure you're logged in when you buy it. Then click on my account, and then there'll be an academy section. Click in there. You can join us live at 7, and there's a chat box underneath, so you can ask all the questions you want. So if you want Rick to go over the move again, or if there's there's a move that you've struggled with, or you want to know why he does coin magic, anything you want to ask, you can ask him. And then obviously he'll answer. And even if you can't make it live tonight, you've got something else on, then it's recorded anyway, and it'll be uploaded in your account. So you might as well make use of the early bird discount, because even if you can't watch it live, you'll still get the benefits of the Academy, because they are actually the best way to learn, I think.
Most certainly. So, Wayne, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Yeah, busy. I'm going to do a quick plug actually. If anyone's in the Ipswich area tonight, I'm at the Royal George in Ipswich, which is a pub, as one of my residencies, and I'm going to be there from 5:30 to 8:30. So if you're in Ipswich area or you want to come down, come and say hello.
Lovely.
Brilliant. And how often do you do that one?
Once a month, although I think in October they've got me in twice. Some months they get me in, like if they've got, I think it's their like celebratory month or something, it's like the anniversary, so they have me in twice.
Nice.
Yeah. The thing is, I will say that everyone knows I've been working from home for the last year, really concentrating on product development, and we speak almost we do speak every day. Usually our Facebook is just open and we're just on call, and like I'm a little bit lost now when I bring up and you're at a gig.
The other day I was doing something and I was thinking, I'm working. It was yesterday. I was at that gig yesterday. I was like, I should phone Peter up and let him know how it's going.
Quite a little married couple.
It is. It just feels so weird.
Well, we still talk though. It's not like, it's not like fun, but yeah.
Yeah, I just feel you're leaving me for your other friends. But your gigs are starting to come back super fast.
I've done quite a few. So a lot of my weddings that I was really lucky. Last year I only had 2 weddings cancelled. One of those was postponed, and then when it was going to have to be postponed again, they had a massive row and they split up. I shouldn't laugh. And the other one, they just decided they're not going to get married now. They're just going to keep on living together and just not bother. They had problems with the venue and they lost a lot of money, and they went, do you know what, it's not worth the aggravation, so they just cancelled the whole thing. But every other wedding got moved over. So about 40 odd weddings last year all got moved over to this year, next year and the year after. So I was quite chuffed. So as of next month, I've got quite a few coming in. I did a wedding last Tuesday, and I did one the Tuesday before, which was a really odd one, really bizarre, old couple.
Oh, you actually rung me from this wedding?
Yeah, well, I had loads of time off because they were having a nap.
They had a nap. He was at the gig and they all went and had a nap.
Right. Well, when you say that the mall, right, let me explain. He was 80 and she was 68, right?
Lad.
They only had 8 people come to their wedding. They got married at 9 o'clock in the morning. I was booked from 6 o'clock to do 3 hours, including 2 hours close up and 1 hour cabaret. When I got there, 4 of them had left because the bride and groom kept arguing. They went for a nap. They went for another nap. When I got there, they were having a nap. I ended up doing about an hour's worth of close up between the courses, and then about a 45-minute cabaret, which wasn't really cabaret. It was more parlour at their tabletop, because there's only 6 of them on the table, including the bride and groom. So I just worked at the table for the whole thing, went away, and then I said to them, look, rather than making you all move to come over, I'm just going to bring my box over here and just carry on like I did before. And I changed it over to the other setting. Yeah, very, very, very bizarre. Very, very bizarre. So, but all right, it was okay. It wasn't, I can't complain. And it was great being in front of people again.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've had loads of shows coming in, lots of people, lots of inquiries as well. Next month, I think I've got 9 weddings booked in for August.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah, which is good. Which is about half of what it should be, but considering we're coming out of a 18-month lockdown, I think that's that's quite good for that. As well as on top of that, I've got other shows as well booked in.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a busy month, and I've got a week off. I've taken a week off as well, which is unheard of in August.
You've only just started working.
Yeah, he's having a bloody week off.
I will say this, not to embarrass you or anything, he done, like, the day he did his first gig, I get a message the next day going, I'm knackered. It's like... he's been off for a year.
Let's just put it in perspective, though. That first day, that wasn't one gig.
No, it was quite.
I was back working. I did like 4 shows that day. I was absolutely beaten up, and I was like, oh. And then, but there was one day when I messaged you. You said, "Oh, when you get home, call me because I want to show you this new trick." I went, "Okay." And I didn't call you. And then later on, you messaged me, and I went, "Oh, sorry, mate. I was so tired. I did a kid show, an hour's kid show, right?" And I got home. I fell asleep in my chair.
What about you, Jamie?
My kid show, I put a lot of energy. I don't jump around like a loon or nothing, but I do put a lot of energy into my shows.
You've got to have a kid show, haven't you?
I'm just not used to it. I've had a year and a half of. The other thing as well, right? The really big difference, and this really affected me. Where was I yesterday? I did a 75th birthday, and it really hit me then. Was when I was doing the shows here in my dining room, which is my studio now. If I need an extra trick, it's here, or it's under here, or it's there. Yeah. When I get to a gig now, I'm thinking, damn it, I've left that trick on the side by my table. I've only got the tricks that I've got with me, and if they're not the right ones, that I am stuffed. And I'm thinking,
that's so fun.
I like having everything just there, you know. Oh, I want to show you a trick. Go over there. There it is. Bring it over. Bring the trick. Put it back over there again. Nice and easy.
Do you know what, Jenny? This morning, on Saturday, me and Harry moved like the equipment back from home. So obviously not all of the studio stuff was there, but I took home a couple of cameras and some audio and stuff. So we brought it back in here, and we worked in here on Saturday, setting it all back up. But there's still all, because I was doing all my lectures and everything from the dining room, I've just got tricks everywhere. And this morning, Jen went, anything you need to take into work from the dining room? I had a look in there and I went, I'll sort it out the weekend. It's like, there's just like empty trick boxes everywhere.
Probably like 5 coin decks there.
Yeah, it's murder. Are you performing again yet, Jamie? Have your residencies come back?
So I decided to not go back until I'd had both jabs.
Right.
So I managed to book in the second jab, which is going to be Saturday. So I go back to residencies from next week. We start advertising again today. So I go back to 2 restaurants next week, Wednesday and Thursday. And then I have 2 weddings in August, which... but they've been booked in. I haven't booked them in. They've been booked in for a couple of years.
Yeah.
And then I had a garden party booking yesterday for September. So I haven't really been chasing gigs, but now I feel a bit more confident. I'm still going to wear a face mask. I've still got the hand wipes, which I'll give to everyone at every table. So I'm still going to make sure I'm as professional and as... make sure people are as comfortable around me as they can be.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's going to be interesting going back, I think.
I'll tell you what I've got. B&M sell a little tiny bottle of hand sanitizer on a key ring, and I have that on my belt. And there's some, like Charlie's got one with a unicorn on it. I've just got a plain one. But you can refill them with hand sanitizer. So now when I'm working, if anybody does want to use a hand sanitizer, I bring it out and I don't have to touch it. I squirt it into their hand, a little tiny drop. They can wash it in. And I found that, so I did a barbecue last week, and there's probably about 60 people there. And I only went through about half the bottle, and then I just refilled it when I got back to the car. Or I had in my case, I had the full bottle to refill. But yeah, you don't need a lot on the hands, and it holds quite a lot in the little bottle. So if anybody is thinking about having that, you don't want to carry around a big bottle with you at the table. These little ones clip onto your belt, and it does the job.
Do you know who had a really good idea? I mean, when I first saw it, I didn't think it was a good idea. But now in hindsight, I do think it's quite a fun idea. Alan Wong has got a magic wand. I don't know if he's ever released it, but you pull the tip off and it's a hand sanitizer, but built into a wand. And what a nice little gag. But a gag that, you know...
a useful gag.
Yeah, a useful gag. I'm not sure if he ever released it. He showed me the prototype sort of... Well, it must have been just when we went into the first lockdown, not long after that.
He's a quick thinker, isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, and it is something that you would use, you know, it's just like a Sharpie or something. You carry it on you, but if you're going to carry hand sanitizer, at least you're getting a gag out of it.
Definitely. Yeah. So, guys, I don't want to rush anyone, but we've only got 15 minutes left.
What?
And you've all got a trick to show, rumour has it.
So, before we do any of that, any questions, drop them here in the chat. And let us know what you're thinking of the new sort of layout. Because we've got our new logo, which is Harry sort of co-designed this because he wanted it classic. Obviously, Adi did the work, but Harry wanted to go old school with a logo. So we've got a few of our... You what?
Adi, him.
Yeah. But we've got a few tricks coming out with this sort of logo on it, with the old, like the Rising Deck has just been released
that
from
is such nice packaging. I sent out the first Rising Deck with a new packaging yesterday, I think, and it's just beautiful. It looks like a proper magic trick, you know what I mean? Classic.
I'm gonna tease something as well. Pete sent me over a prototype for a trick that you've got coming out, and I'm not gonna say anything about it because I've already spoken to Pete and he said don't say anything. But I'm not to even. This is genuinely not me teasing it, but I was more excited to receive that than like pretty much anything else for ages. I was so excited as soon as I saw it, and then I took it to work with me last week and I started performing it, and it is so good. Like, I just can't wait for people to see it. I think it's going to be like killer. It's definitely the best one of them that I've seen for years, I think.
Yeah. Well, when more will come apparent closer to the time. And Jamie did send me a text yesterday saying, "Oh, shall I perform?" And I went, "No, don't mention it." But the amount of work that has gone into this thing is absolutely incredible. And Jamie actually came up with a great little idea for it, which is, this is why we send out prototypes. Jamie came up with a nice little idea which is going to be incorporated. And it's, it's great. Yeah.
I know which one you're talking about now.
So it's really, really cool. But like I said, we got a few exciting things happening. This Thursday at 7 p.m. we have got a live launch. So join us for that. Then next month we have a live launch, and the month after we've got a live launch. But then we've also got a special day.
We've probably got live launches for the rest of our life, really.
Yeah.
We're going to have to try and do multiple launches, I think.
I think maybe next one, because we've got some product that we're sort of relaunching. We've made some changes to, and we're relaunching them. So what we might do is bolt them on to a live launch day.
Yeah, because we have just got so much stuff.
Yeah.
We can't, even though Space and Out is good, we can't do that because we need space.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The amount of tricks that we're like, I've come downstairs and Dad's like, "Oh, what do you think of this?" And it's like, "Yeah, that's so cool. Yeah, we just got the rights to it." Do you know what I mean? Or something like that. Yeah. It's like a cool trick that's just
we've got a special evening happening. I believe it's going to be in September. Keep your eyes open for the date for that one. I believe Jamie's going to be, or trying to get down for that day as well. And we'll be launching 2 or 3 products. We'll be making a huge announcement, which is very exciting. We'll have a competition where you'll be able to win prizes, and we're going to have a lot of fun. And that's going to be in September. So keep your eyes and ears open. So, would anyone like to show us a trick? No one?
I'll go first. I'll go first.
Silence from the crowd.
Shall I get this one over and done with, or do you want to go and do one?
I'll go first if you want. I've got a quick one. I was going to say if people want to join in at home, you need a pack of cards. It's one from my. It's one from my book, Remote Control or Remote Control 2.
Okay, let's.
Wait there. Let me get.
No, let's get everyone to get themselves a pack of cards.
Yeah, everybody get a pack.
I've got some cards. Do you want me to follow it? Do you want me to go to my hands?
Yeah, you can do. It doesn't need to be a full deck. You need to take out from there. If I tilt down, first of all, normally you would have a spectator choose a card, and you would choose a card for yourself. So we're going to do this here. So we're going to have my card is going to be the king, and the spectator's card is going to be the 2. And you can do this yourselves with your own pack of cards. And then you're going to need 2 piles of 15 cards. That's 5, 10, 15.
How many cards?
15.
So you need 30 cards, but in 2 piles. 2 piles of 15. I'm not sure if I've done this on the live or not. I don't think I have, but this is one that I used to do on Zoom all the time. And it was a great one to do with the people. Everyone would do it together.
So 15 in each pile, right?
15, yeah. 15 here, 15 here, and then in front of them is the 2 cards.
A king and a 2.
Now, what you would do now is you'd have the spectator cut the piles in half. Well, not in half, but into 2, and they can cut wherever they like.
Mm-hmm.
And then the spectator can place their card on either one of your pile. Where we mean. Yeah, so the spectator takes their card and places it on either one of their piles. And then the spectator or another spectator can take this card and place it on one of your cards, one of your piles. Now, the spectator's other pile is now picked up and placed on top of my card.
Oh,
and
I knew he was going to do that.
Yeah.
It's now placed on top of their card.
Right.
And now your pile goes on top of their pile.
Right.
Okay?
Yep.
Okay. Now, my card is a bounty hunter and their card is not. Now, I know you've all copied me. I should have said, normally when I do this, their card is left face down. But it's face up for here, but that's fine, because it's just us doing it. Now you're going to deal into 2 piles, left, then right, then left, then right. And you're going to keep going all the way through. Now, the pile that's got your card in it, you can get rid of the other pile. Just keep the pile with your card in it. Now, for this sake, you can also see that their card is also face up as well.
But they wouldn't know their card is face up.
If you want to, you can turn their card face down in the position it's in, but I'm just going to leave it. Now you're going to repeat it again.
I've done it wrong.
Okay, now you're going to deal it again. So left and right. And again, get rid of the pile that doesn't have the cards in.
Yeah.
You take it again, you get deal again. And keep repeating it until you end up with only 2 cards in one pile.
Oh.
And they should be the matching cards.
Oh.
Which is obviously quite nice when you get to there. Thank you. When you get to there, it's quite nice because then you can go, this is the bounty hunter card and it found your card and you get a nice little revelation. So it's a nice, easy one that you can learn. It's either in Remote Control 1 or Remote Control 2. I think it's in 2. But it doesn't matter because if you buy them, you get both books anyway. So there we go.
Boom, bada bing.
Cheeky.
Boom, bada bing. Cheeky, cheeky.
Dad,
But
where's
nice little
that?
simple one.
Oh,
Sorry, Harry.
No, that's right, go on.
No, go on, what you're saying?
No, well, I was going to say, when is that thing released that you ordered yesterday?
The thing that came in yesterday.
No, the thing that you ordered yesterday.
What did I order?
That I hadn't
yesterday?
seen yet, and I just tested it out as if I was using it properly.
What was that?
It's purple.
This is very cryptic.
Okay.
I feel like I'm doing a crossword.
You ordered them yesterday, and then was like, make sure it's thingy. Come on.
Doesn't help.
We got the new prototype in yesterday or whenever, and then you ordered.
Oh, the other bits that go with them?
No.
Right.
We got the first ones, the prototype wasn't good, they broke, and then we reordered them. Alright, don't worry then. We've only got 10 minutes to do
you're bugging me now.
I can't say it any other way. Bathroom then, it's in a bathroom. Sure, how have you not got it from that? It's in our bathroom.
Oh!
When is that coming out?
Right. I know what it is. Right, that is...
Is that a major release or not?
That will most likely be a bolt-on release.
Okay.
Or it might be a major one because we're doing the bonus with it. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's going to be very exciting.
Next release, Anthony, is on Thursday, so stay tuned for that
Thursday,
one.
7
PM.
Right, I'll show you a quick trick. The reason I'm showing you this is because we've had Jenny in the shop, my beautiful wife Jenny, Harry's mother, and she has been tidying everything up, and she came across some of these, and this is a great sandwich effect. Let me show you this. So it uses just a deck, and we'll use, seeing as Wayne used a king, we'll use the kings as well. So the deck itself you can hand out and it can be shuffled. So it's not in any particular order, and I don't know if you can see that on camera, but hopefully you'll be able to see that it is just a randomly shuffled deck. And as well as that, we are going to use the two kings. We have the King of Hearts and we have the King of Diamonds. Now the thing is with the kings, we are going to leave them to one side, all right? So Jamie, if you were here, I would have you reach in and grab one, so just say stop anywhere as I go through.
Stop.
This one or the one after?
The one after.
That one, okay. So you would be able to sign that, so we'll have a look at it. It's the eight of spades. Now, I wouldn't know what that card is, I wouldn't have to know, but you could sign it, and that would go roughly halfway down in the deck. All right?
That's fair.
So that would be your signed card. So the cards themselves would then be mixed and just placed to one side. Now, here's the idea. The two kings have been sitting here since the beginning. We're going to square the kings up just like this, and I'll take both kings and place them on top of the deck. All that needs to happen now is they sit there for a few seconds. And what happens is one card, the one card that you selected, starts to rise up through the cards. And with any luck, it should appear right between
No way.
the two kings.
Boom, bada bing. And that'll be signed.
And that will be signed.
That is
And that
sick.
is Entrapment Gold by myself, Mozique, handmade gimmick by the amazing Rob Bromley. And the gimmick to this is beautiful. But on the DVD, I teach a two-phase routine where the card then vanishes from between the sandwich and appears face up in the face down deck as well. But the gimmick for this is genius. It's really, really cool.
Nice.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So that's Entrapment Gold.
That is Entrapment Gold. We have them, and I believe we might have some on the site at a special price because we found the cards and the DVDs. We didn't find packaging, so we got some with packaging and some without packaging. So if you don't mind it without the packaging, you'll most probably pick yourself up a bargain.
But they still obviously get the instructions, which is all you need, and the gimmick.
That's it. You get the gimmick and the instructions.
$14.99. That can't be right.
I think that is, but I think we're doing the ones without instructions for a tenner, I believe.
Wow.
Yeah.
So if they're not on the site, give Andy a ring in the shop and tell him you've just seen it on the live Entrapment Gold 2, the one without the packaging, and say Peter said you can have it for a tenner.
Wow. He's going to think that's a scam, isn't he? Andy's going to think that's a scam. That's so funny. Jamie Dawes.
All right.
How are you, mate?
Loving life, living the dream. How are you in your little sunshiny t-shirt?
Yeah, do you like it? Reebok. Have you got a trick to show, Jamie, or not?
I do have a trick to show. So this is from a project which I've been planning that I put off and now I've put back on again. because I've got a bit of time. And it's based around tarot. So if you've ever wanted to get into tarot, if you've ever enjoyed tarot, this is one of the routines from it. This is going to be one of the ones that's offered free to VIP members, and it'll be, you can buy it separately. So we're going to try this with Wayne. So Wayne, have you ever had a reading before?
No.
As in a tarot reading?
No.
No. Oh, well, this is going to be cool then. I get to give you your first reading. How exciting. So are you aware about how tarot cards work and what they're about?
I know some of them, yeah.
Okay, so they're essentially a bit like top trump cards. In fact, that's where it comes from. They were originally trump cards. They come from the Middle East originally, and they were actually called tarot cards. That's where the word tarot comes from. But essentially, there are different images on each one. Each different image has a different meaning. Those meanings we can attribute to you in your life. So we're going to give you a bit of a reading. Now, we're only going to use the, you get the major and the minor arcana. We're going to use the major arcana over here. We've also got 3 from the minor arcana. We have the Knight, the Queen, and the King of Wands, which would be the Jack, Queen, and King, respectively, from our deck of cards, just to help you out. So here's the idea. We're going to select 3 different cards, which will represent your past, your present, and your future. I will give you a short reading on that. Now, anything that you take from the cards is down to you. I can only tell you what they mean. It's down to you to interpret that, if that makes sense to you. So here's how it's going to work. If we were in person, you would simply cut these, mix them up, cut them, and find your own card. But we're not, unfortunately. So we're going to use the these 3 cards here to make some selections. So I'm going to deal them down like this, and you're going to say stop. Wherever you say stop, we're going to place a marker card in.
Stop. Stop.
Okay, we're going to place our first marker card here. So say stop again.
Stop. Stop.
There is a bit
Brilliant.
of a delay.
Yeah, he's not taking a mic.
Stop.
Okay, good. So there's a spare one there. We'll gather these up and we'll give them a cut. If you were here, you would give these a cut. Now, obviously, we'll put them back into order. So we're going to take the card above each one that you've picked. So here we've got the King. We've got the Knight over here, and we've got the Queen in the middle. And again, these were all the other ones that you may have ended up. So, Wayne, I'm going to give you a quick reading. These are just the things that I pick up and interpret from you. So the first thing that I'm going to give you is the Fool. Now, most people think that the Fool is a bad thing, or maybe it means that you're silly. It doesn't. It's actually the first card in the Major Arcana. And it basically is about a journey. It's a journey that you've taken throughout your life. And if you look at the card for the Fool, you'll see it is a man on a mountain. There are mountains behind him. He is looking up. He's got a flower in his hand. And down by his side, there is a little white dog. And it's about this journey, and it's about being quite carefree and quite whimsical. Now, unfortunately, it does mean that sometimes there is naivety. And maybe this naivety may have got you in trouble in the past. It may have, you may be a bit too trusting. But it's about overcoming those things and still moving forward with your journey, which takes me on to strength. I think the second card that would represent you is strength. And strength is exactly what it means. It's about overcoming those negative things, those things that have happened to you in the past, and becoming stronger from them. But sometimes the sort of negative side of that is that you become a bit complacent. You think that you're in control of everything. You aren't necessarily on top of things, and then things can get on top of you, which then takes us on to the third card, which I think would be the Sun. And the Sun is about looking down on everything that you've achieved and that you've done, and realizing how far you've come. And maybe, you know, things will change because the sun does go down. And when it goes down, different things can change in your life and move. But you always remember that the sun does come back up again. And a lot of the time that's related back to the beginning card that I spoke to you about, which was the Fool. So seeing how far you've come from sort of being whimsical and a bit carefree to being on top of things and maybe seeing things from a different perspective and a different point of view. Now, does that sort of make sense to you?
Yeah, I think so.
It does. We're going to see the cards that you stopped on anyway. Obviously, the cards that I think for you aren't necessarily... there's the Sun. That's interest. Oh, we've got the Strength, then we've also got Fool. That's kind of interesting. But I tell you what, I want you to tell me, Wayne, which one of these cards, which one felt like it had most meaning to you? Was it the sun, strength, or the fall?
I think it was the sun.
You think the sun meant more to you than the others?
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting because there was one card that I believe represented you the most, Wayne, and it was the sun. And I know that you don't believe me, but there was really one card that reminded me of you, the one that I thought you would pick, just
Very
happens
nice.
to be the sun.
Love it.
You
So that's
cheeky
your
boy.
little reading.
What a cheeky boy.
Yeah, I love it.
Very nice. Very nice.
So did you say that's part of the VIP pack?
Yeah, so this is going to be a download that's going to include the artwork for the box. All you need to do is supply your own tarot deck. I tell you where to get the tarot deck. This is the Rider-Waite tarot deck, which is sort of the most common one. I talked to you about my approach to readings, my theories on reading, which might be a bit different to other readers. I then teach you several different tricks. So if you've never done a reading, this one, all you need to learn is the meaning for 3 cards, because those 3 cards come up. So it's a good way to start introducing tarot into your app. I tell you sort of more pure readings as well, ways to elicit more emotional things. So if you're looking to get more emotion in, yeah, it's going to be really, really cool. But VIP members will be getting that free. Then anyone else that wants to get it can buy it separately.
Perfect.
Love it. It's really nice. Love it.
Lovely jubbly.
That is really good. So guys, before we wrap up today, let me know how you found the audio and everything. Has my mic still been playing up, or has it sorted itself out?
No, it's been fine since you moved. It's been fine.
Yeah, it's been much better.
So it's him up
I
there.
blame
isn't it?
Harry.
It's him.
It's him.
I blame Harry.
I blame.
Ridiculous.
No! No way.
Ridiculous, isn't it?
So that
I'll end us on a Academy trailer, another new Academy trailer.
Oh.
Yeah.
Lee
We've
Alex
got
says, has it got
2.
anything to do with Harry's shirt?
Sunshine.
That is quite loud, Harry. I mean, I'm getting tinnitus just looking at it, but you know what I mean?
I love it. Bloody love it.
He didn't even bother to tuck the wires down his shirt. Look.
No, because this bloody I'm not like when you rewatch. If you rewatch the live, yeah, right at the start, this bloody thing is so itchy in my ear. I pulled it out, and the earpiece stayed in there. So I had to try and get this earpiece out of my ear, and I thought it was stuck in there. I thought I had to go like A&E and something and get it pulled out. Honestly, I'm like this for so long trying to pick it out of my ear because it got stuck. But yeah, so I just thought I better not tuck it down because it might get stuck in my ear hole. Oh, it's so itchy. Honestly, it's so itchy. Right, well, I am going to end with a trailer then.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, we have Chris Congreve, because next week we have Chris Congreve on the 4th of August, I believe it is. We have the amazing Chris Congreve coming down for a brand new Academy, and it will be live here from the studio. Also, while he's down, we are filming a brand new effect by Chris, which will be out later on this year, which I think, have you seen that one, Jamie? I know Wayne's seen it.
I don't think so, no.
Oh,
you'll love it. You'll love it.
Oh, exciting.
It's really
Right.
cool.
I love most of, like, Chris's previous academies have been amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's his academy is set to be another good one, and once again, it's all at the early bird price. So, guys, we'll leave you with that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, nice to see you guys. So, hope you have a great rest of your day.
We
See you
will be
on
back.
Thursday.
Yeah, see you Thursday evening, 7 p.m. And we will be back next Tuesday for the live. And remember, if you want to sign up to Jamie's VIP course, go and do it. Show him your support. The Entrapment Gold 2, super easy to do. And they're only £10 without the packaging. We'll put them on the website if they're not already on there. And we'll call it a live special. So search for Entrapment Gold and look for the one that says live special.
Perfect.
And we'll get those out to you. Just supply your own deck.
Boom, bada bing.
Wayne, thank you so much for joining us as always.
Pleasure as always.
You're not with us next week, are you, Wayne? You're gigging.
I've got a party. We were going to do something, weren't we? But now we can't because you said that.
Yeah, sorry. The reason I said that was, Jamie, are you about next Tuesday? Do you want to join us on the live?
Yep, I might come up to the studio next week. I can drive up.
Oh, really?
Because I'm off, aren't I? Wow.
That's how I order that.
Right.
I think on the 9th, I'm going to be in the studio. I'm coming up, aren't I?
Yes.
So yeah, I'll be up there for that, and we're going to have well, I won't say who it is, but we've got somebody else coming up with us as well. So get them on to say hello as well.
Yeah, make sure you're here in time then.
There's a small group of. Well, actually, I need to talk to you about that. Actually, I need to talk to you about that duty. So I'll speak to you afterwards.
Okay, mate.
Right.
All right, guys. So, Jamie, we will see you next. Well, hopefully you will come up and visit us next Tuesday. That would be nice.
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
now you're going back on it. Yeah, now he is. Now he's going back.
Now I realise that there is no out for me.
Nice
So, guys, next week we'll have the amazing Jamie Dawes joining me and Harry right here at AlakazamHQ. So, remember, tonight we have the fantastic Rick Holcomb Academy, so grab your tickets for that. Thursday night, 7 p.m, Facebook, YouTube. Come join us for the world premiere of the brand new trailer for our latest release. There's actually 2 coming out on Thursday. 2.
Oh yeah, there is, isn't there?
There is. So join us for that. Harry, anything to add?
I don't think so. No, just have a good one, and yeah, people like seeing the live tricks, so we'll make sure we've got more on.
Most certainly. Well, now we're back in the studio. I literally just set this up. I'm going to get the overhead set for next week and the side cam. But I think maybe we'll use this on the lives. We'll use this as the review and performing area.
Lovely.
And we'll get back into doing some reviews and stuff like that, seeing as the shop is just next door. We can go and grab product and do proper reviews for you guys.
Wicked.
All right.
Right.
That's it.
Toodaloo, guys.
Cheers,
We
guys.
will see you soon.
Bye, guys.
World. And I've been working on some new material, which is what I'm going to share with you on my next Alakazam Academy. It's stuff using cards, coins, but they've all got one thing in common. They use something extra, so that can be a gimmick card, an extra card, a gimmick coin. It's all stuff that you're going to have lying around that you can get hold of easily. There's self-working effects as well as sleight of hand stuff, as well as routines that are going to enhance what you already do. And there's one particular routine that I think you're going to love because you're going to leave your spectators with your business card, which has now become an impossible object. They're going to show all your friends and you're going to get more work from. So join me, Chris Congreve, on my next Alakazam Academy, which is called One More Thing.